When a free agent signs a new deal or a big-name player gets traded, there's always a big question everyone will ask: what's next? A player's new deal will have ramifications for his team, whether it's a new one, and the overall free agency market. The same goes when a top player gets traded to a ring-chasing contender or a rebuilding club. We're breaking down all angles of the notable MLB deals as the offseason rolls on. And check out who we think are the top 30 free agents of the offseason. A year ago, Alonso was unable to secure the long-term deal from the only MLB team he had ever played for after coming off a down year by his standards. Now the winter of change continues in Queens, leaving an already distressed Mets fanbase wondering what their team has cooking coming off a highly disappointing 2025 season. It's a hefty sum for a player who will turn 32 in March and is coming off a year in which he was limited to 114 games due to injury, but it also demonstrates the value Bregman possesses as an unquestioned leader who still brings a keen eye at the plate and plus defense at third base. The Cubs' pitching rotation got a boost, even if it came at a high cost. Starting pitcher Edward Cabrera will head to Chicago from the Marlins in exchange for a package that includes 3 prospects, headlined by highly touted outfielder Owen Casey. The top starting pitcher on the market this winter, Cease eclipsed more than 200 strikeouts and at least 32 starts in each of the past 5 seasons. These days, that type of durability is unheard of. Will it be worth the massive 7-year, $210 million contract that will take him through his age 36 season? Contreras is an ideal fit for a Red Sox lineup that needed help at first base while Triston Casas continues rehabbing from a ruptured patellar tendon. It also keeps the Cardinals on adding controllable starting pitching, and the haul they received for Contreras certainly accomplishes that. Three-peat already sealed. For the second straight winter, the top closer on the market is bound for Los Angeles as longtime Mets closer Edwin Diaz agreed to a 3-year, $69 million deal with the Dodgers. By offering Diaz the highest average annual value ever for a reliever, the Dodgers managed to fill their most obvious need and secure one of the game's most overpowering late-inning arms without needing to offer a 4th or 5th year. The Red Sox have added another former Al Cy Young runner-up to pair with Garrett Crochet, but still work to do in bolstering the bullpen and adding another impact bat with third baseman Alex Bregman now a free agent. Meanwhile, the Cardinals try to get back on track after missing the playoffs each of the last 3 years and making it no further than the wild card round over the past 6 years. A return on a 1-year, $22 million deal means the Yankees aren't confident that their prospects are ready to take the next step as everyday contributors at the major league level. Grisham also gives the team a parachute in case it does not sign a top free agent outfielder this winter. What's next for the Yankees and the other top free agent center fielders? The Padres lost Dylan Cease to the Blue Jays in free agency, but they won't have to say goodbye to Michael King, too. San Diego is bringing back a key piece of a rotation that needed to be addressed, reportedly re-signing King to a 3-year, $75 million deal that includes opt-outs after each of the first 2 seasons. The intriguing Japanese star was widely viewed as a high-risk, high-reward option in free agency due to his high whiff rate and limited defensive range at third base, which may necessitate a full-time move to first base or designated hitter. Mariners general manager Justin Hollander described Naylor as one of the smartest players he has ever had. Naylor's perfect 19 FOR 19 mark on stolen bases in Seattle was an example of that. Despite being one of MLB's slowest players, Naylor enjoyed a 20-30 season despite having never stolen more than 10 bases in a season, a credit to his baseball IQ. What's next for the Mariners? Brandon Nimmo was the longest-tenured Met before he agreed to waive his no-trade clause, authorizing the club to send him to Texas in exchange for veteran all-star infielder Marcus Semien. The shocking trade removed a clubhouse leader and fan favorite from New York, but added a defensive upgrade with a championship pedigree at second base. Re-signing Schwarber was the team's top priority this winter, and it's impossible to overstate how crucial it was that President of Baseball Operations Dave Dombrowski got the deal done. It would have been difficult to map out a pivot for the Phillies had Schwarber signed elsewhere, both in terms of talent and significance to the fan base. In the age of obsessing over spin rates and high velocity being the most important thing in pitching, Suarez's contract signals a different direction from front offices and analytics departments in terms of what they value. There was a reason he entered the offseason as one of the top 3 free agent starters on the market. Suarez led the NL with 40 saves last season and had a major league-leading 76 saves over the last 2 years with the Padres, though it sounds like he will serve in a setup role in front of Iglesias in 2026. Iglesias returned on a 1-year deal, so it's possible Suarez transitions to the closer role for the final 2 years of his deal. Coming off hernia surgery, Torres expected to be ready for spring training. It must mean the Tigers feel good enough about the second baseman's recovery to make him the second highest paid player for the upcoming season behind All-Star slugger Javier Baez. What's next for the Tigers, keeping Tarik Skubal and the other top second baseman? Williams is a former Rookie of the Year and 2-time recipient of the National League Reliever of the Year award. Despite his rocky season with the Yankees, his strikeout rate remained elite. The Mets, for their part, are aiming to correct both of those departments while trying to retain all